everyone. I'm Mike Manal from the Nerds of Color. How are you?
Yeah! Look at that background! Come on, let's go!
Hey, Jonah, how are you there as well?
So it's an honor to talk to you guys. I just saw the movie last night for the first time, and my first question to you all is, holy shit. That's the question. That's the only question. No, it is. It is phenomenal, and you all should be really proud. The second question that I have, I'll start with Michael and Danny. This is a terrifying movie, but it's also a heartbreaking one. For everything terrifying and effed up that happens, there's an emotional reason at its core driving what we see on screen. So how do you balance the horror and the drama of all of it?
I think in the script writing process, it's always about trying to make the characters feel like they could exist in an actual drama film as well as a horror film, and then you build out the horror elements on top of that. And I think that naturally gives you a bit of a pathway that you can jump between the two of them. Yeah.
And then having strong performances, like everyone in this film, I think knocked it out of the park, and it made it feel so real. So when that horror did happen, it had it felt more like, yeah, it stung more because the performances were so good outside of the horror.
And it was more drama focused, but yeah, Jonah would give notes about adding more blood in and things like that. So we had to change the script around a little bit for him.
I love that. Speaking of Billy, Jonah, Sora, oh my God, you all are brilliant. It's hard to hold your own against Sally Hawkins, an Academy Award nominee like that, but my God, brilliant work, all three of you. It is not an easy movie to make. There's water scenes, there's crazy stuff happening, and I have to ask all three of you, really for you, what were the most challenging things about shooting this movie? Like some of the most challenging scenes or obstacles that you guys had to overcome?
I mean, like, the emotion in itself, like physically there was a load of things. I mean, I can't really complain about the physical scenes. We got Jonah sat here, but yeah, I mean, you know, emotionally it was really sort of, I don't want to say draining, because when they call cut, the set and the crew and just everyone, it all just was alive again, you know. But then when in the actual scenes, it was heavy, you know. So I don't know. I think Miranda Harcourt was a big, like, you know, help in those scenarios or situations, or whatever, because she had all these just different techniques of just, like, you know, helping us get out of character or go home not a demon, or, you know, like, you know. So yeah, she really helped us, I think. Yeah.
And everyone, speaking of holding your own against Sally, everyone had a fight with Sally, like a.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you all were fighting.
Yours was unfair, Billy, but everyone else had a good chance.
Yeah.
With it.
I mean, yeah, Jonah really went for Sally. That scene was terrifying. How was it like fighting Sally?
Wow. Well, biting half of Sally Hawkins' arm off was pretty interesting, but fun, I'd say. But
we actually taught Jonah an ancient martial art called fisticuffs.
Yeah.
From the Docklands of Scotland. So he brought a bit of that to the set. So the fight scenes were great.
Yeah.
Want to show me your stance? No, we'll do it later.
I'd say for me, some of the challenges were the prosthetics. That was one of the big ones, and the contact lenses. But what helped was I had a great support team, mum, dad, all the prosthetics people. Another one I'd say was some of the seizures. They were pretty tough, just to get there physically in the rain. There's some other stuff that was cut, but yeah, I'd say the prosthetics was the hardest.
Wow. Sora, any challenges on your end?
Definitely just the emotion and like how to really get there, and just trying to experience what the character's experiencing. I think towards the beginning, crying was my biggest like fear. I was like, how am I gonna do this? But then towards the end, it kind of like came naturally. So yeah.
I have to say, you cried wonderfully. So.
Yeah, it was so amazing seeing her transform from the start of production to the end of production, because she turned into this acting veteran by the end of it, and we were all so blown away and so proud of Sora.
Well, even in the with the final scenes with Piper, there's so many. It's such a complicated thing with such subtle emotions. There needs to be tiny things happening that for Sora to be able to pull that off was so amazing.
It made me cry watching her cry.
Yeah,
We're
so proud of everyone. They knocked it out of the park.
If I can ask Sora, Michael, and Danny just a quick question. I mean, there's very few movies out there that really center on visually impaired or visually limited characters, and certainly Piper is leading us a lot through all of this, a lot of these journeys, and it comes off so authentic and so real, and it makes those who don't know what it's like kind of see what it's like. So. Can I ask, how did you guys really work together to capture that authenticity for what we're seeing on screen and Piper's experience through all of it?
Well, yeah, a bunch of that stuff happens with the research when you're writing the film and talking to non-sighted and visually impaired people. But the majority of it was casting Sora and how she was able to bring like the authenticity to screen and bring herself to screen. And she just became so comfortable and brought the character alive way more than a script ever could. And yeah, I don't know, my hat's completely off to Sora because yeah, she's just, again, so in awe of Sora, so proud of Sora. And yeah, it was all you, Sora, I swear.
I honestly am so proud of all of you. I'm sorry, did I cut anyone off? Sorry about that.
No. Jonah was about to say something. No, okay.
Jonah's gonna knock us out after this.
Well, I just want to say I'm proud of all of you. This is hands down one of the best movies this year, and I think it's going to be in my top 10 by the end of the year for sure because it's amazing. Your work is brilliant, the screenplay is brilliant, and I can't wait for people to scream and cry in the theaters when they see Bring Her Back. So thank you guys so much.
Awesome, thank you.
Lectures, fanboys, professional artists, and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me. The Hard Knock Life.